Bonsoir.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video because I haven't done one in the longest time, and I just want to update you guys on my life, I guess, and just do a Q&A. If you guys want to be featured in my next Q&A, then be sure to follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is @thatfashiongirl. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the video. I'm sorry if this hairstyle is like really weird, but I'm just being really indecisive right now and I don't really care at this point, so. My first question is, do you plan on traveling to Europe anytime soon? And next summer, I'm pretty sure my family and I are going to Italy. My family is from Italy, at least my mom's side is. So we want to go visit, I think, some of her relatives and just explore Italy in itself. I've always wanted to go there. This hairstyle is not a go. I'm done trying. The next question is, where do you want to go to college? And I actually recently visited FIDM in Los Angeles, and unfortunately I didn't like it. It is not what I expected, really. It's just not for me. It doesn't really cater to the specific major I want to do in college, which is more styling and less marketing fashion, which is mostly what they're doing, and also I don't really want to design my own clothes, which is also what they do a lot of, so it's not, I guess, for me. So I would prefer to live in a big city. Basically, I didn't like Los Angeles as much as I thought I did, and I don't really see myself living there, even though I do think it would be so great to live there for YouTube and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm going to college to find a permanent job, which is something I'd hope is something other than YouTube. I'm obviously always going to want to YouTube as long as I can, but I do want to ultimately be able to work at a fashion magazine, and for me the best way for that to happen is in New York, so I do want to live there. I've never been to New York, but I've been in Chicago, which I've heard it's very similar, so I'm going to visit FIT and Parsons in the fall. Just check it out, because once you actually visit the campus, it's a lot different than you would think, because I thought I was in love with FIDM, but I didn't from visiting it, so hopefully I like FIT and Parsons and I can go to either of them and live in New York, because I just realized that I want to live in a city and I want to live with more people and just a different crowd of people, I guess. So yeah, I would like to go to FIT or Parsons and live in New York. And I want to live in a loft and be Blair Waldorf, so it's gonna happen. The next question is, what is your favorite song at the moment? And if you guys want to follow me on my Spotify, my username is emilymarieee with 3 E's or 4 E's. I will have it in on bar, but I think my favorite song now is called Dirty Laundry by Black Bear. I'm just gonna play a little snippet of it right now. So, as you can see, it's amazing. That is my favorite song right now. The next question is, do you have any advice on how to feel confident and overcome insecurities? So this is something I talk about a lot on my Tumblr, another self-promo, but my Tumblr is secretly-stormy.com, or .tumblr.com, and I'm always on there answering your guys' questions because I love giving advice, even if I'm not the best at it. But I would say one of the biggest things to overcoming insecurities I would say one of the biggest things to overcome insecurities is to accept that we all have insecurities and that nobody's perfect, because with today's society we are all comparing each other to other girls or boys, which I think is really unhealthy. I do it too. I'm not saying it's something easy to not do, but it's definitely something that is hurting all of us, and looking at other girls' Instagrams and comparing yourselves is just not good, and it's just tearing ourselves apart even more. So I think a really good way to overcome insecurities is to just know that everybody has them. Even if you think somebody's perfect and you want to be just like them, they have insecurities. You may not be able to see them. Basically, I have insecurities, the person next to me has insecurities, everyone has them, and nobody is perfect. We just have to be okay with who we are by the end of the day when we look in the mirror, because we can't change that, and we have to be able to be confident with what we have and grow with what we have, because this is who we are and we can't change that, and we just need to be comfortable in our own skin, because there is nothing more precious than individuality and how each person looks different. But at the end of the day, we all have insecurities. They're okay to have, we just can't let them tear us apart, or else we're gonna be insecure. The next question is, what is a fact about you we don't know? I think I've mentioned this before, but it was like a really long time ago. But when I was 2 months old, I had open heart surgery because my veins in my heart were not connected the right way, so I pretty much almost died right when I was born. I still have a scar from it. I just hit my camera, so I'm sorry if it moved. Oh, I know, this is really gross, so I don't really know why I'm telling this to 200,000 people, but I have athlete's foot on my left foot. It's not bad at all, and it used to be really bad when I was like 6, but I used to have athlete's foot on both feet for like the longest time until like 3 years ago, and like it went away on my right foot. And now I only have a little bit left on my left foot, but it's disgusting. I hate it, and it will not go away. I wear socks. I really do wear socks, but it won't go away, and it's really annoying. But yeah, I have athlete's foot on my left foot. The more you know. The next question is funniest hate comment you've ever gotten. I've had a lot of really funny hate comments. Recently, I got one that said, "No offense, but you always look dead," but I love that, and I was like, what? How do I look dead? I'm like, I have facial expression. I also got one like last year saying no offense. Everybody says no offense, but then they like insult you, and it's like, you don't have to do that. But someone said no offense, but you have no boobs. Like, I know. This is my body. I know that I don't have boobs. I'm not saying I do. The last question is, what is some advice you would give to your freshman self? So if you guys didn't know, I'm going to be a senior in high school next year. I keep thinking I hear my dad walking upstairs, and I really don't want him to come in here while I'm filming a video. I think advice I would give my freshman... Dad? I think the best advice I would give to my freshman self is that change is okay. Friends definitely change. You're gonna lose friends, you're gonna gain friends. A huge part of high school is growing up and changing into the person you will become later on in your life. So that's all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any other questions, then be sure to leave them in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!